I want you to imagine, if you could, for whatever reason, it doesn't matter. So, what truly matters, I want you to imagine, if you could, imagine, imagine being born. Imagine being born in a place out of consequence, for whatever reason, it doesn't matter. Out of consequence, you were born in a place that is not so favorable to to the creature comforts that other places may have. I want you to imagine, if you could, being born in a place where you don't know where your next meal is going to come from. Uh, Resources are very restricted for one reason or another. It doesn't matter. It's difficult to find the means to even work for your food. So you're born in a place geographically where it's difficult for you to even feed yourself, let alone feed your children. So you grow up before even children come in the picture because it is a natural instinct of us to procreate. You grow up in a system, in a place, for whatever reason, it doesn't matter, where these are factors where you don't know where your next meal is going to come. You may spend days without eating. Uh, there's even places where folks are born into a situation where it's even difficult to find clean water, if you can believe that. Um, Imagine being born in a place where you can't speak negatively on the logical sense of those that rule over you, because if you do, you will be penalized. Imagine that. Imagine being born in a place of such restrictions where your very speech can land you in even more trouble that you are already in with your current living conditions. Imagine that. Then imagine being born in a place where, out of consequence, doesn't matter the reason, it doesn't matter the reason, whatever it may be. Out of consequence, you're born in a place that's full of hatred and war. You are a target because out of consequence, you were born into a group of individuals, into a group of people, into a community, whether you don't have no say so on where we're going to be, where we're going to emerge in this world. We don't have no say so on who we choose to be our parents or what country we're going to be born in, what invisible borderline. We have no control of that. So imagine that you are born in a place that out of consequence, for whatever the reason, okay, I have to keep saying this so that you can put yourself in these shoes. Just imagine this is you. You wake up one morning, there's bombs going off. for whatever the reason, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter the reason. The only thing that you know that matters is that you are a man or a woman. You are mankind. You are a person made out of flesh and bone. A person that cares about his family, her family, their family. And imagine waking up and having to run with your children in your arms because the place that you emerged in is at some kind of war with another place. Doesn't matter the reason. Imagine all these factors. Imagine all these factors. Whatever your situation may be right now, and whatever borderline you find yourself in. I know that there's a lot that can relate to these factors. But I guess I want to take you into an empathetic zone, an empathetic spot of thought where you understand that there is no difference between you who have indeed something to eat every day, you who have the means to go and work so that your family can eat every day, you who don't have to really truly concern yourself with bombs dropping yet in your neighborhood and seeing military combat vehicles as a normality in your area. You who don't have to concern yourself with the struggles that a lot of people are going through right now in different parts of this world. I want you to imagine that you weren't as fortunate as you are. I want you to imagine the difficulties that you would find yourself in order to even aspire to not be in the situation that you emerged in for one reason or another, right? It doesn't matter. So what truly matters? What truly matters? Do the borderlines matter? Does your skin tone matter? When bombs are going off, when you might be running with your dead child in your arms, and the rest of them running behind you, looking for safety. What truly matters? A lesson that the Father continually, from several years in my walk now with the Father, has been a lesson of humility, a lesson of, hey, you don't know what it's like to walk a mile in that other man's shoes. I've walked miles in my own shoes, and I have several experiences that correlate with some of these less fortunate individuals. I myself was born in a place where dictatorship, where a form of slavery is still implemented to this day, where to this day people struggle to find food to eat and to feed their children every day. I myself was born in a place such as this, in a place where you can't speak bad, you can't have anything negative to say about your government, about your leadership within the borderlines that you're in, because if you do, there's severe consequences. And your bad situation turns into a worse situation where speech is a privilege. I myself know, I know, because I was immersed for whatever reason into a place such as these. And then granted, by all by the doing of Yah, by the doing of the Father, granted the grace to be removed still in my childhood from such a situation to a better living situation. So I don't want to say anything else other than just try to imagine. Think of what truly matters. Find humility. Humble yourself at the feet of your Creator, because there's many folks out there that right now they don't have a clue. They don't have a clue. They don't know. They don't imagine what it's like to be in different folks' shoes. They just have been heavily indoctrinated to believe that somehow their graceful living situation grants them some kind of godlike status on where no one else matters but them. What truly matters? What do we all seek? All of us that are flesh and blood, mankind. What do we all seek? We seek peace for the most part. We want good things for our children. We want a place where we can thrive. And I'm not talking about money, but just provisions, a place with provisions, a place that we can find the means to live another day in peace. That's what any of us want. It doesn't matter what borderline you were born in. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what your skin tone, what shade of brown you are. It doesn't matter what color your eyes are, how tall you are. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if you're handsome or less less desired by the status quo. It doesn't matter. What truly matters, if you can imagine, if you could imagine that there was no such thing as borderlines. I know I'm hearing what is it, a Beatles song? Yeah, well, don't imagine that. But if you could imagine a place where borderlines weren't a factor, place where evil governments that feel the need for one reason or another, doesn't matter. If you could just imagine a world where evil governments that felt the need to control and to have a domain over you weren't a factor, what would truly matter then? If you remove that, what truly matters? Do flags matter? What matters? The ideologies, the indoctrinations, the programming, the concepts, all designed to keep you from realizing what truly matters. Yep, I think that's all I got. For whatever the reason, it doesn't matter. But what truly matters? I'm leaving you with that. Bless you guys. Have a great rest of your day. And remember to be grateful for all the good things that you have. Because I know you may have them today. You may not have them tomorrow. For whatever reason, it won't matter. Because what truly matters is what truly matters. So stay humble and learn to thank your Creator every single day for the things that truly matter. Because if you don't have a humble heart, those things that you take for granted today, those things that you don't, they've been such a constant reality, a constant part of your reality, that you don't even remember to value those things, could be swept away like that. Those blessings that you have today that you overlook could be swept under you, stripped from you the very next day. And then you will have no other choice but to sit down and ponder, oh, wow, now what truly matters? See what I'm saying? All right. Bless you guys.